Hello and welcome guys, this is Ellie J Liquid. Welcome back to my channel. So today we will be playing part 4 of Disco Elysium. As a recap, what we did last time was we ventured out into the city. I looked at the map for quite a while. Then we went to see people protesting something. And so basically the conflict that is happening right now is that there is a lockdown, so the city gates are locked. The workers are on strike behind those gates. And there are some people outside of the gates protesting the fact that they cannot get in and get work. So basically they want to undercut the people that are on strike and steal their jobs. And that was pretty much it. We just went to talk to a couple of people. And I also realized that real is actually real currency and it's used in some countries. And what made me realize it was reading through 100 Years of Solitude. So I just started it, but they mentioned that currency once or twice in the book, which made me think, oh, okay, it's, you know, it's a bit confusing that I didn't know what it was. But yeah, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and play some Disco Elysium. Okay, cool, so we're in. I had to change a couple of settings. I just made the text bigger. I don't know what it's gonna look like. Let's see if I talk to our friend here. Yeah, so just a little bit bigger, I think. Just so that I don't have to wear my glasses, because like you saw me in the previous videos, I was like this. And also, oops, I changed some volume settings as well. I think I made the voices louder. What the heck is this? So let's explore a little bit further, see what we can find. Some great tectonic force has cracked the pavement like an eggshell. Interesting. Oh, we can talk to the bench. Oh crap, hold on. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza. Okay. A sea monster, what the heck? Bench. The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting. Kim. The lieutenant looks down the street. We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go. Tutorial agent. You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time while Lieutenant is gone. Okay, cool. Very nice. What can we... Oh, hold on, go back. No, where are you going? I want to talk to that guy. I'm just highlighting things that we can do. Oh, and we can look at the tree as well. Hold on, let's look at the tree. An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There is a tree in it. Oh, cool. What's this? Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. Onto the roof. Okay, interesting. Why would you go on the roof? Let's talk to those people.
Life! It doesn't need to be a struggle.
He covers his mouth to hide a burp. Gaston Martin.
Oh, I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to angry old Rene first.
To angry old Rene. Okay, angry old Rene sounds like a really good name. Also, I missed something. I saw he wanted to say something about the tracks, but I just missed it.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape?
Awesome. Oh, this drawing is freaking amazing. Just like the colors, everything. The facial features.
You're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
This one's still chewing in his sandwich. Okay.
I am trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old, I can see that. We're both old. Now, stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
Awesome. Physical instrument. Easy success. These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first, ask questions never. Okay, ball time. Physical instrument. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime. Okay. Hand-eye coordination, medium success. Grab the ball and show them how it's done. Okay, let's try it. Yay, we succeeded. What does it mean? Ooh. Little cutscene. Check success. You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. Okay. Electrochemistry. God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every victory. Time has frozen. Feel the ball. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready. Take in the surroundings. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball. Huh. There is time for a last glance inward. Who am I? I don't know if we should do this, but let's try. An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Physical instrument. Behold the fear and confusion reflecting in the eyes of the two feeble geezers. They are in awe of your superiority. You are a god to them. Esprit de corps. Still don't know what the fuck that means. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now. Okay. The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet. Ooh! Nice shot. Probably killed a fish with this. Renee. Merde! The old soldier yells in outrage. Bordel de merde. The hell is bordel de merde? Merde is like shit, I suppose. Based on my Italian knowledge, but this is French. What the hell is your problem? Not a weak right triceps, that's for sure. I like this answer. I don't care if you're a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful. Endurance. A man his age getting worked up like that. Better watch that blood pressure. I'm sensing anger and I don't understand why. You vandalized our game, son. I'm trying to do the accent, but I cannot do it today. We can't play petanque. This is Patong. Awesome, I've seen this game being played in New Zealand. That's cool, and now I actually know how to spell, well, how to write that word. Because I always assumed it was Patong, but it's actually Petang, whatever, with 5 bulls. P-tank? Oh, yeah. Petang, Petong, I understand. No, you don't. Our Petong game is ruined. He's getting angry again. We want our bull back. Gaston. Take it easy, René. The jolly one tries to defuse the situation. I don't know why I read it in the French accent. It was just a remark. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done. René. Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. The heel of his cavalry boot slams into the ground. You owe us a goddamn bull. This can be a task, okay? We'll try to fix it. Accept this. Good. He nods. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us? Suggestion. Just talk. It'll smooth things over. All people like attention. I don't know, let's ask him about Philippe. Why? I don't know why. Why not? Ah yeah, King Philippe the Third and his steed, a reminder of what Revachol once was. Gaston. Oh, absolutely. He smiles as if reliving a pleasant memory. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on bed of gold. Cocaine? Cocainium? Sounds like our kind of king. And just imagine what kind of cocaine a king would have. Or would have had. René. A superpower, feared and respected, a testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king, someone who knows how to rule. Cool. So, what was that about cocaine? How should a true king rule? Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood. Again, I have this problem where I can't differentiate between what they're saying and the remark of the author. Because, like, I saw the asterisks. And I assumed that, okay, this is the end. So sorry, I apologize. It's still a bit hard to see. Seems to me a leader should take care of his people before himself. Yeah, I agree. René. A nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try to... Gaston. Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened. There's some weariness in his voice now. He's heard this rant many times before. René. The Carabinier does not reply, but his entire... Oh, fucking hell. Again, I'm doing this. Okay. The Carabinier doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve. Okay, volition. No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come. Still, in that antique uniform, it's a symbol for him. Okay. What was that about cocaine? Oh, old Philippe was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. He chuckles. His egocentricity is borderline legendary. René. You can't even take responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on one shoulder, on the shoulders of a ruler? He asks, obviously annoyed. That's why the Philippian kings used cocaine, for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Regnum cocainium, Revachel's finest years. He seems to grow taller, brimming with pride about the past. Electrochemistry. I'm satisfied with this explanation. Kim Katsuraga. Of course, the lieutenant marks dryly. Clarity of vision. Awareness. Philippe III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court medic administered the dose to his mother when she was in labor. And it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms. Inland Empire. Higher realms? Of course, it all makes sense. Seems like irresponsible behavior for a monarch. Drug users shouldn't even operate heavy machinery, much less rule countries. I kinda agree. I wouldn't want somebody who's making decisions for me to be under influence of something. René. From what I've seen of the offices of the RCM, he begins, looking you over, then stops himself. But I don't want to get into debate about drug policies. Okay, let's talk about something else then. Right. The old man stands tall and proud, looking at you inquisitively. Okay, do you know anything about the man who hanged in the backyard of Whirling in Rags? Unfortunately, I don't, he shrugs. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely. And most of the locals? In Martinez, the union is the law, so can you really blame them? But you don't have a problem with cops. Renee. Cop is a pejorative term. I do not have a problem with the policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. So again, you don't know anything, right? Renee. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I am an old man, but not a coward. The daily business of the riff-raff no longer concerns me. Inland Empire. This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future. Well, also, gentlemen, you seem to be playing in a crater. Renee. Yes, the man nods. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. Do you know what created it? Renee. I do. He nods, straightening his back. Fire from heavy artillery. Physical instrument. Heavy artillery fire, you say? That's the best kind of artillery fire. Very interesting. Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why? Renee. Why what? Why was heavy artillery used? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Wait, who are the communards again? Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like, they just chose the name to feel special. The carabiner frowns. Senseless sentimentality. Huh. Did you use artillery fire against them? Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought violently, too violently. Valiantly? I don't know how to pronounce this. So violently we got licked. He had squeezing a bull in his fist. Should have fought dirty, like they did with the suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to Schnaptel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the Caesareans' cannons simply weren't big enough. Why shell them here in Martinez? Because this place is the damn beachhead, he says, pointing to the bay. Had to soften the commies up first. The beachhead? Yes, he nods, inspecting you with some disdain. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Suggestion. He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling. Yeah, I also don't really understand what the hell he's saying. A sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations. That makes sense. Renee. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. He points to the northeast. Deathblow. Sounds grim. Shake your head and look down at the crater. Okay. Nod thoughtfully and turn to look northeast. This here is blood ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. I sound both French and German, I think that's awesome. Most likely, he says, looking down at the soil, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses. Gaston. Blood ground. The other one shakes his head. You got old René going there, like he isn't angry enough already. Okay. Is that why everything is so bombed out? Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked too. There is a strange gleam in his eyes. Half-Life. He approves of this radical approach. Knows it was necessary. René. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they kept as a monument. A dark shadow runs across his face. And now, the Union Socialists are practically running the place. Gaston. Well, it's your own damn fault, the jolly man remarks. You, we, the coalition, Ravachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence. René. You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... He stops mid-sentence and turns to you. What do you think? Well, I don't know if I want to make this guy think nicely of me, if I want to support him. Let's just say that this coalition seems quite capable. This is not actually saying that we support or don't support them. René. So, they are not, and I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drink in peace in the mountains. He takes a deep breath. I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume, how the fuck do you pronounce it, returned to Ravachol, or even if that damn clown Frizel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Empathy. This royal failure weighs heavily on him. Instead, all that is just holy and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. He sighs. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the rule of the suzerain with. You mentioned Guillaume? A true king in both blood and mind, Le Revachol before Frizel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile. Who was this Frizzle? Damn Frizzle! He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabiniers failed him, and the crown. The old veteran falls silent and massages his chest. He died in the hands of the hoi polloi. What the fuck is a hoi polloi? In a very public execution. Execution. Okay, and what exactly is a suzerain? The suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? He then slowly nods and says to himself, they have forgotten already. Empathy. Soon they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy. Oh, 5 experience? René. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire. Composure, legendary. Very low success. What is this about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud? Okay, let's try. Should we? Yeah. Ooh. I knew that was coming. Composure. All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon. Renee. He catches your glance and nods. This is the uniform of the Royal Carabiniers in service of Frizzle I, Guillaume le Lion, and the violent King Philippe V before him. Gaston. Don't you mean Frizzle the Fun? You do not speak his name, Craven. Although he was a clown, he adds. He turns back to you. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn. Composure. There's something you missed. You will get to it, don't worry. Okay, thank you for your time. So let's take a look at other things around here. What is this? Enormous bulls, worthy of a real man. Yeah, I don't think I can throw those. Oh, we can look here. Can we use this as coin-operated viewer has been banked up, inoperable. There's another guy here we can talk to, and something we can look at. And I still haven't seen the dead body, but let's just do it piece by piece. Oh, you hear the distant squall of seabirds. What's this? This is a bag, and we needed a bag. Collect, collect. Better mouth your watch round me, boy. Hey. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Let's talk to this guy. The things I've seen and said. So he's just a drunk, we can't really talk to him. What is this? A splatter of bullet holes lines in the wall. Esprit de corps. The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname. Kim, look, bullet holes. Kim, where? He looks around. He's a French-Japanese, so I need to figure out his accent. Point to the chips in the wall. Someone has been shot. We're cops. We should solve this. Kim, there? He looks to the wall. Those are old. What do you mean old? These bullets were fired during the revolution over half a century ago. They do not warrant investigation. Oh, okay. What can you tell me about the revolution? Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go? Okay, so I just remembered that we also have some points that we need to use. I don't know where it's done. Ah, here. Character sheet. So we can level up. Oh crap. I just leveled something up without thinking. Revert. Okay, cool. Let's read. So basically, how do I know how many points I have? Skill points. Is this a thing? Okay. So what is useful for us? What's visual calculus? Reconstruct crime scenes. Make laws of physics work for the law. That's quite cool, actually. I like this. Conceptualization. Understand creativity. See art in the world. Drama. Play the actor. Lie and detect lies. That's quite cool. I think that's useful. Rhetoric. Practice the art of persuasion. Enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse. That's cool. I will have to do this quickly just because I don't want to waste all the time reading through this. So, this is all for the intellect, which is very low for us and we probably need to update this. Psych. Oh, this is what has been talking to us, like this inland empire. And we have 7 of those. And for some reason some of those little squares are filled in and some are not. So inland empire, empathy, authority, blah blah blah, suggestion. What is suggestion? Charm men and women, play the puppet master. That's quite cool. Endurance. I'm just looking now if anything is interesting. Raise the hair on your neck. Tune into the city. I don't know what this does. Overview and info. Oh, cool. Cool for city lovers. Okay, interesting. There's so much text for this. Half-light. Let the body take control. Threaten people. This is useful for us as well. Motorics. Hand-eye coordination. Total is 2. It looks like this has helped us on some occasions. Well, maybe not helped, but at least like we succeed doing that. And we only have 2 points, I guess? Maybe not. Motoric base. Total 2. Total 2 here. So yeah, it's so confusing. I'll have to read about this in my spare time, I guess, to understand this better. Perception. See, hear and smell everything. Let no detail go unnoticed. This is quite cool. I would upgrade this. Perception. Reaction speed is important as well. Savoir faire. Sneak under the noises. Stun with immense panic. Interfacing. Master of machines. Pick locks and pockets. Composure. Keep your poker face. So let's go maybe with perception. I think it's quite good. Although intellect is quite cool and we're quite low as well. Visual skill. Reconstruct crime scenes. I like this. Can we upgrade this? So total will be 2. And that's the only point that we have? Yeah, I think so. Can we do this? Just like updating without... Maybe not. Okay, that's fine. Let's accept the changes and close. Okay. Let's go and see what else we can find. The ad reads broken window. Tips has windows. Awesome tips. Coin-operated viewer. This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible. Aw, poor little viewer. Pet it. Coin-operated viewer. The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic. Vandalism, shake your head. Kim. Probably some kids. The lieutenant expects the rigid slot. Rigid or rigged? Rigged. Look inside. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards. Shift your focus to the background. Coin-operated viewer. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appears. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. Inland Empire. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Okay, so there's a church somewhere. We got an autosave for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, what can we see from here? This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary. We're saving for some clothes, so maybe not now. Let's leave for now. So, what is this? It's roundabout north. To Capicide Apartments, Martinez Pier. I promise we'll seal the body tonight, but I need to explore. I need to explore first. This is a book about pate. this book you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. It takes willpower to even read the author's name. Jan Kos, from Igonia? I don't know what it was. A book about Baideiro culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. The book says you must attain a Franco-Nigerian hard body at the nearest gym. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Okay. So it's like a shop of some sort, I think. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. Awesome. He has no comment about that. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. It sounds like some bullshit deal here. Oh, hold on, we can talk to this little fellow. Mail collection box. The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffiti and bullet holes in the front. Ah, okay. So yeah, we've talked to this one already. Can we collect bottles? Like, there is a bottle literally right here. And this is, I don't know where this leads. Let's talk to this lady.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
And yeah. So she has like a British accent. A young girl with chubby, red cheeks waves at you smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stamps her feet to feel warmer. Okay, what kind of store is it?
It's a
Anyway.
bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Good name for a bookstore. Encyclopedia. Challenging failure. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold your horses, little girl. What is a book? What's a postcard? What's a board game? Okay, don't be ridiculous and all these things. Encyclopedia. You're fooling nobody. Don't you sass me.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now.
Yeah, I'm really okay. Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
Not really. What's your name? My name is Annette, sir. My mom, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside, minding the register or organizing the stock. The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts, her eyes wide as if recalling something. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. And you're standing out here in the cold because, I'm signaling that the store is open. She nods eagerly. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Empathy. A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling, but she's cold. Such a good trooper you are, already learning the value of hard work. I guess everyone has to work. Annette. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mom out with the store. She smiles and stands upright like a little soldier. Shouldn't you be at school or something? I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mom keep this place running. Isn't going to school more important than this? Mom says it's necessary to do both, because it builds character. Mom says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed. And how's the business going? My mom says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being... She looks over her shoulder. Cursed. Inland Empire. Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders. Cursed. In what way? Cursed in a way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... She's looking for the right word. Ass up? She blushes. I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so. This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. Narrow your eyes and look through the creaking boards of the window. Kim. We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here. The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. Yes, she chirps. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir. How does this curse manifest itself? Kim. It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather. But Kim, the plasmic manifestations... No such thing. The lieutenant stands at her side, stern and serious. Annette. Oh, the girl looks back and forth between you two. Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? I feel like I'm changing voice like 10 times per character. Awesome. What do you know about other failed businesses? Nothing really, sir. Mom doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. She looks a bit disappointed. I don't really know what's there. Stroke your chin. Enough about the curse for now. Annette looks at your shaved, prickly chin. It distinctly contracts with the oily mutton chops that surround it. Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead. Yeah, don't really want to learn. Well, okay, who are the famous people? Oh, kings and quits and generals of old, or artists and writers or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. She scratches her cold reddened cheek, then continues. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame. Can I become famous by reading one of those books? I don't know about that, but I imagine life is great when you're famous. Yeah. Well, you know, those famous people, they sound like a bunch of dorks. Annette's expression remains ever so helpful, but she doesn't say anything. Yeah, you heard me. Only losers waste their time with that garbage. Isn't that kind of childish thing for a grown-up to say? Maybe? She gives you a quizzical look, not understanding the reasoning behind your odd outbursts. Okay, so what is romance? Oh, it's a type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir. What about a poor man getting a rich lady? What about when everyone is poor? What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all? I feel like that's like more towards our character. I haven't read many of those. Maybe we should ask Mom. Yeah, you think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup? I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though. She pauses, trying to figure out the appropriate answer. No, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination, only it's really long and drawn out. Scarred for life. Phantom limb. No? I don't know. She looks at you with puzzlement. Pain threshold. You can take this. Blossom like a pain flower. Yeah, and it drags on for years and years with no resolution in sight. The girl is at loss for words, each of you filling with resentment and bitterness for having ruined each other's lives. She shifts and sways on her feet, looking confused and uncomfortable. Evolution. Stop. There's no need for this. It's in your power to change the subject. Yeah, let's not traumatize the poor little kid any further. On second thought, it seems like an inappropriate topic to discuss with children. Again, some experience. She nods enthusiastically, obviously relieved. Okay. So, that's enough romance for me. I had other questions. So, what about the crime business? Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that. And the work of policemen or private detective who is trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. Wait, not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. That would be awesome. I think Kim will get really pissed off. Why would anyone want to read about crime? It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him. Okay, I'm a policeman myself, by the way. You don't look like much of a policeman. She examines you, as if to find something policeman-like. Well, what does a cop look like? Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. She points to a book cover on which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. So, Dick Mullen, is it us? Because the other guys called us that multiple times, and I don't know if they were referring to the fictional character and maybe it's just like a way to, it's a nickname for us. Or if it's actually us, so we're quite famous. Let's say... nobody actually looks like the guy in the picture. That's just a stupid fantasy of a man. And she looks at Dick Mullen, frowning. Empathy. Dark, arrogant, violent, likely overcompensating for something. Endurance. That's not a healthy look. Muscles get bigger, heart grows weaker. Probably got a violent streak because he's emotionally stunned. And she examines the covers, trying to gauge the inner workings of the detective. Emotional inaptitude is no way to cope. It can't compare to my sensitive soul. Of course not, sir, she smiles mischievously. He's just a fictional character. He'll be no match for you. Oh, so he's a fictional character. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. The cover image of Dick Mullen seems to stare at you with harsh disapproval. Like in the books. Composure. Oh, this is challenging. I'm going to do something. Yeah. Let's try. Oh, fuck. You failed to deduce anything substantial. I'm a detective. I deduce that you are very small. She's tiny. I deduce that you are a girl. Well, she could be a boy. Actually, I'm sorry, I can't deduce anything. Let's be honest with the kid. Oh, fuck. We got a damaged morale. A small disappointment rolls over her, but she promptly gets over it and says, "It's okay, sir." Empathy. You disappointed a small child. Well done, champ. Ah, shit. I should have chosen something else. Ugh. Okay, bye. See you around the net. That kind of sucks. So, is there anything to pick up here? No, let's go into the shop. After the shop we go to see the body. I promise. I think I promise. Okay, so our damaged morale here. Can we heal it? Ah! I don't know how it worked. Did we have like something in our inventory? Okay, that's her mom. Should we talk to her first? Okay, yeah, sure.
Welcome to Crime, Romance and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
My name is Plaisance. Welcome to Crime, Romance... The clerk extends a greeting.
Be welcome. And please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Be welcome. Inland Empire. A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, and the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber. Like straight ahead you ask her for some money? A curious pendant you're wearing. Narrow your eyes mysteriously.
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times.
She clutches the pendant and narrows her eyes as well. Okay. So you're the owner of the store.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
The proudest owner. Her voice is high-pitched as if to give it more penetration. Suggestion. She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. And it doesn't work. So your daughter is the one standing outside the store, right? Annette, yes. Oh my god, that is a high voice. My daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post, doing her job like a proper girl? Yes, of course. Wonderful. Did you talk to her? Fuck, that's a stupid voice. Yeah, I did. Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? Yeah. Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store. I would say this, that I'm not going to grade her, but I think if we do, then her mom will think more of her, so maybe we'll just say that. 10. She's certainly very polite and helpful. My precious! Her dedication brings joy to my heart. She's immensely satisfied with the answer. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. Yeah. Mind your own business, sir. Her posture becomes very rigid. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business. Well, to some extent I could agree, but on the other hand, really not. What did I just say? I think people should be able to point out if you're doing some bullshit with your kids, you know, like if you see that, like in this particular situation, why the girl is outside getting cold, I don't know, at least give her more clothes or something. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. She rolls her eyes. You must be kidding, there's nothing like that happening. Depends, how much do you pay the kid? Good sir, what does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there. Slap the cuffs on her. I formally reprimand you for your corrupt activities. I am reprimanding, but I cannot arrest her for this. She raises an eyebrow. Oh, of course, officer, good work. Are we done with the jokes now? Yes. So this is Kim. Yes. We've had quite enough fun here, right? The lieutenant tapes his foot. He hates us by now, it's okay. Okay, let's change the subject. The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then she nudges her glasses. Also, the girl outside mentioned that this place was cursed. Cursed? Who said that? Annette? She blinks. I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir. It doesn't feel like it's thriving. It feels ghostly. Okay, so what if I want to buy a book? Then why are we even talking? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? She fiddles with her pendant, when waves her bony fingers directly at you. So those shelves go be drawn. Okay. What types of books do you have? Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. She nudges her glasses. The shelves compel you, don't they? The fuck, she talks like she said compel many times. She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves. She only wants you to buy the goods. She doesn't care about books. Yeah, probably. Do you even know what books you have for sale? She scoffs. Truth to be told, not really. My sister brings in most of the goods. I'm sure it's all very literal stuff with well-written prose. But you don't learn about the important things in life from fabricated stories. Wait, hold on. Shouldn't the storekeeper know about her wares? I provide a valuable service. As long as people buy books, I'm fine. She wiggles her bony fingers at you. Ooh, where do you learn about the important things then? The truth is available if you just know where to look. And you have to open and free your mind to understand. She nods at you cryptically. Okay, cool, lady. You're fake. So fake. She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved. After we say alright, I'll take a look. Okay. So, farewell for now, book peddler. Okay, let's take a look at what we have here. I love bookstores. Like in real life, I actually love bookstores. Gift books and molten candy. What's here? Old sports magazines tucked away in a dark corner. The book collects the national recipes of Arda. They are all about lake trout. Okay. This is a little table we can talk to. Mountain of board games. A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise. Hey, storekeeper, what board games do you have? Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, and perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinde, a very educational game for those interested in geography. So she knows her board games at least. Rugby is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children. Oh, thanks, lady. And London Pie. Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family? Mm-hmm. Do I have friends? Look at the lieutenant. Well, I'm mostly curious about if we have children, family. Oh, fucking hell. Our morale is damaged again. Well done. It certainly feels like whatever you are will die with you. It kind of sucks. Look at me. Who'd want to have children with me? Oh, don't be so hard on yourself, sir. You just need to clean up a bit, and technically, friends are a bit like family. She fiddles her pendant. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real. Okay. I don't have that money. Be cool. So what about all of those VRL things? Lousy Orster, she shudders. No, role-playing games are popular among those types, you know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it, not at all. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts, that they have rituals where they try to summon entities, highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though. She looks at the table, crossing her arms. Okay, look through the pile of those viral, whatever, related items. Okay, mountain of board games. An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices. Oh, okay, we've read through that. Oh no, maybe not. And codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art. The Hunters of Katuak, Boreal Creature Compendium. And the Pick Your Path Adventure game book titled Tales of Weral, Cavern of Welkrag. Anything that really catches my eye? There's a box that says Weral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game. New maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. Sure. Nonsense for anemic binoculars. So we cannot get any of those. We are poor. So leave. Let's go upstairs. We can also go there. Okay, more books to look at. A quaint picture book brochure. I keep forgetting that we can zoom in. I guess it's better not to be zoomed in. Or maybe, yeah, I don't know. The art is so pretty in this game. It's a tome of fascist magic, rather candid. There's another shelf we can look at. Shelf of biographies. The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of famous people. You see a large variety of names, none of which ring a bell. Is it none of which rings a bell? Okay, storekeeper. Anything of note on the shelf? I would say, the woman hums to herself, the greatest innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power. Who or what is an innocence? A very influential historical figure, but surely I don't have to tell you. She waves her hand as if casting aside the thought. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understanding of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point in the shift in the tired order of things. Okay, so she knows about that stuff as well. I thought it was about which of these innocences is the coolest and the greatest. Okay. So you recommend it? Certainly. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise. Inland Empire. You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There is something personal inside. We don't have money for this. Okay, look through the display of books. Browsing through all of the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Deletraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook. What's it about? High Speed Love chronicles a romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Antistar. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other. But if you inject your eyeballs with something, doesn't it mean that they will explode? Like, I don't know, I don't think it's a good idea to put needles in your eyes. Next to that, Revisholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a run-down drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days. I really must insist you buy one of those books. You're interrupted by the shopkeeper. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long. Suggestion. She understands she has erred against the customer and immediately corrects the course. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce. I am interested in that book, but I don't have that much money. Okay, anything else here? Just one last thing to look at. Keep scratching my cheek because I think one of the hairs? One hair? Can you say one hair? It probably keeps like tickling me on my cheek. Okay, let's go. I'm just thinking that this door will lead us to the body. Ah, no, it's like a different side of the shop. I was thinking maybe that shop is connected to the outside somehow. Okay, close curtains. You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains. What was that about the curse?
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Oh, really? But I want to go there. Shopkeeper... Can just pull open the curtains. Examine the strange cage-like trinket. You see some kind of a charm, an irregular polyhedron, assembled from bones, sticks and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye socket stares at you. So same thing as she has on her neck. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you. Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains? Nothing! Now please go back to browsing books. She fiddles with her pendant. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about. I think she's trying to mesmerize us or like to hypnotize us or something. Maybe she is why that place is cursed. Did she curse the place? Close curtains. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. Yeah, screw her, I'm going in. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more. Sir, don't touch that! I told you it's off limits for the customers! Her hand has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman. Power-up, psychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous. Perception. Hearing, easy success. She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't people just buy books like normal people? Okay. But I am a police officer, right? What if there's like a monster inside and we don't have a gun? But Kim has a gun, right? So if something attacks us, then Kim can shoot whoever or whatever is inside. Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please, don't go there. I cannot allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers. Okay. Okay, so this is about the curse. That's why you're afraid. No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please, step away from the curtains. She's almost begging you. Okay, but I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate. Or, I don't care, you can't stop me. Well, she's not really trying to stop, she's just asking. I must investigate beyond the threshold. You do? She grabs her pendant again, visibly shaken. My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. I'm gonna go in. I'm going in. I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them. No! She raises her hand to try and stop you. Please, just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme. Half-light. Lies. Rip them open, we say. Inland Empire. There is something mysterious about the curtains, so be careful. Continue. Close curtains. The curtains turn blah blah blah. So they are taunting us. Maybe we should have saved. Can we save before we... Can it save? No? Okay. Crap. Rip them apart. What should we do? Should we try it? Okay. I'm waiting to be killed right now. Okay, you see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen. I warned you! You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding. Kim, what do you think?
Yes?
Okay. Well. It looks a bit scary. Ghostly silhouette of hair dryers. No sane person would ever put their head into such a machine. There's a portrait. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. It looks like a lady to me. Merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity. Come on, it looks awesome. Okay, let's go inside. A warded door, a heavy door with a missing handle, stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little, oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Physical instrument. What if you just break it down? In threshold challenging, so we cannot do that. Knock on the door. Maybe I should break it down. But not before I strategize. That's right. Take in your surroundings. You need to Have a solid ground and a proper posture if you want to succeed. Okay, check your posture. Steady breathing, solid core, you've got this. With one shoulder forward, you're ready to smash into the door like a battering ram. Check your surroundings. The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish, but the path to the door is clear. What about the door? It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old and coated with a carmine layer of rust. Carmine? Carmine. Red. It should be doable. Well, we can try this, but I want to leave for now. I want to save. Yes, I want to save the game. And then I will try. But if we do it now and we don't succeed, it's gonna be locked, so we can go back to the previous save. I know it's a little bit of cheating, but I'll just try it once. Oh, we succeeded. Oh. Crap. That looked painful. So we gain some experience. You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the doorframe. It's going to take one more try to break through the other side. But we have done it. Kim. The lieutenant stares at you as you stand there, silent and brooding. You are not thinking of trying again, are you? Smash into the door again, wordless. Fuck the system. Nah. Okay. Smash into the door and shout, fuck, it hurts. Okay. Smash into the door and shout, fuck the system. Oh. Are we here too early? It looks like a gym. Oh, nice, no ghosts. Kim wants to talk to us.
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. My head hurts. Looks like a gym to me. Yes, but no one's been here in ages. He draws a stripe on the dusty floor with his foot. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on. Inland Empire. An eerie feeling rises in your chest. What if there is a reason why no one's been here for ages? Okay, let's just keep going. I'm sure it's just a regular abandoned house. Nothing mysterious here. Some neighbors leaving. Sounds good. Okay. So we have a flashlight. How do we find where it is? Oh, we already have it? Do we? Held. What can we... Ah, this is the flashlight. Cool. Is that how you hold the flashlight? Ah, cool. Okay. Oh, that's really nice. I've never seen it in a game like this before, that you can actually like control it like that. It's really awesome. Sand is dripping from a punch bag. I guess it's quite old. Anything else here? Nothing. Nothing there. What's this? The poster says Sidious Fortis. The rest is worn off. So there is some other stuff. What's here? Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. Okay, and this... Barbell. Barbell lies on the floor. The collar has worn off its weight plates. Physical instrument. It's 60 kgs. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. Ugh. Visual calculus. Easy success. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Huh. Why does this feel so familiar? Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell. You're right. The weights might fall off. Better not touch it then. What kind of a bastard would just remove the collars? It should be a felony. Kim. It would be a violation of EPI's safety regulations if the gym was still operating. But it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore. Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter? Inland Empire. No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. So, maybe he used to play basketball or something. Endurance. A memory from another life when you were young and fit. Legend. This is very low. No. I'm not gonna try it. Okay, so that's it. I don't see... hold on. That thing. Take it. Ooh! Shot put ball. What does it do? I got excited because I thought that maybe we can give it to one of the old guys so that they can throw it. But there's nothing else here. I guess that's it.
Yes?
Oh. He doesn't have anything to say. Okay. Let's go. Ah, crap. Those things on the floor. Maybe I could have picked them up. Go back, go back. Because I saw those little words on the floor that maybe I will need one. Can I? No? Oh crap. They're not pick-upable. Okay, let's go back. I'm suspicious of this room. There's nothing inside, but it feels like... You know, why was that lady so scared of it? Okay, should we talk to her?
You broke down the back door. The wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
Sometimes it's necessary to resort to extreme measures. I suppose. It's all over now. Her shoulders slump as if a heavy burden lies on them. I guess there's no escape. What are you talking about? It's just a door. Just a door? This place is cursed, detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well. She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant. Curse? But I thought the curse wasn't real. Of course you did. You're nothing but a policeman. She shrugs, visibly dejected. New task. Investigate doomed commercial area. Alright, you know what? She's asking it. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We're set on the path. There's little else to do. But before you go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity? Her eyes narrow as she whispers the name. Of course, the entity. I don't know if I want to fuck around with her because... The entity, no, I don't think so. Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her. Chimneys aren't big enough for anyone to live there. No, this chimney is a part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Investigate doomed commission. Okay. Some unnatural magic, I assume. She shivers. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. Okay, I have a few more questions about it. Okay, but please, only a few questions. She peers at the curtains. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits. How does this curse manifest itself? A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store. The curse! So much more than you can imagine. It's a disease eating at the very foundation. Her voice drops to a whisper. It's the curse of financial district. Ah, I didn't even say it properly. Let's try again. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy. She peers at the curtains again. Didn't the curtain just move? Wait, that's it? I was hoping for something more paranatural. But officer, there's nothing natural about entire companies declaring bankruptcy. I'm talking about cacodemons, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There is something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here. Empathy sounds familiar. Strange, I feel unwanted too. What does it mean? Truly so? Her eyes narrow as she tries to get a read on your energy. Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous. Have you sought help from anyone? Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the words. She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtain. The words help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough. Okay. Is your pendant part of the words as well? Oh, this. She holds the pendant in her palm. Its ochre heart glistens under the lights. No, it's a special Hemian amulet blessed by desert pygmy shamans with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with different inducement spell, for example. She nods. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%. What about the words on the back door? Are these Simonese as well? Yes, the Simonese are very crafty, and their words are extremely powerful. Lesser words simply won't do there. Why didn't you just tell me straight away that there was a curse? I didn't read it properly. It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, she shivers. It's dangerous. Talking about the white wraiths angers them. White wraiths? What's a wraith? I don't know. Physical instrument. Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up. Okay. Never mind, I had other questions. The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then she nudges her glasses. Okay. That's all I can say for now, book peddler. I guess let's leave. So, what about... I don't really understand. She said something about a woman that lives somewhere and that she gives us permission to investigate, but I cannot see any other ways to... Is it hidden there? Should we go back just for a second? There is nothing here. Ah, she opened this for us. Okay. Are we out of our depth here? Shouldn't we be looking at the dead body, which I promised? The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. Okay. Cool. The heck is this? A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Demijohn. Okay, we can drink that, no? Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. It does look quite creepy, this place, eh? Oh. It's another wild animal. Then we can get into that room over there. Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. Cool, there's some stuff here and some stuff there. Let's... Oh, money, 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 money! Yeah! A naked mannequin torso, strange yellow color. Look, that's a pretty big place. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth bitten. Makes sense. More money? Yes! We have so much money now. We have $8. 8 real. This, I don't know what this is. Skis with the slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. This, I can't see them. Why would you put them there? Ah, you looked at them through the wall. Cool. What's this? Steel rotor blades bearing a slipstream logo. More money? What is this? Production schedule, filament memory. Price 10. Okay, I'll take it. Don't know what the hell that means, but I'll take it. That's it, we've searched everything in this room, I think. Okay. Have we been there? I'm the worst person with maps, I get lost so easily. What the heck is this? Project Dread board. Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches and schemes like some ancient cave mural. It looks awesome, looks like somebody was designing something. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. Inspect the drawings. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different type of Welkins. You make out autumnal candle Welkins casting wax-based magic. Translucent Welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even other Welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Inland Empire. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. Examine the Welkin, this is important. It's Warhamir, a high Welkin, like a high elf, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged. The Holder, the Dwerg, the humans, and even the Headless Man, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin. Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all. Kim, the lieutenant can't help but comment. An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Whisper, one of them is a Welkin supremacist. Kim, political commentary. That one has a great beard too. The lieutenant nods at the Welkin's facial hair. Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game. So this is like an Easter egg? Commentary on development of games? Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the Welkins. Just look at those details. So much effort. Empathy. And for what? All gone. Inspect the photos. The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees groaning under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. Electrochemistry. All by dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog, or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. Project Dreadboard. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat-death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe." Inspect the schedule. This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minim, and GPI span the market-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. So it is commentary on game development. Awesome. Keep reading. What happened? As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region. Kim. The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness and concludes, "Looks like they didn't make it." A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." Ah, cool, and we have that. Inspect the notes. The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans. Call in, tune out, Wirral untethered, and heat death of the universe. Shivers. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom, snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise. Leave. Okay, so we can look at the thing in our inventory. What did we get? Items. Look at this. Ah, what the hell? Production schedule, filament memory. The cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hand. Its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads production schedule. Note, this filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. Ah, cool. What about this thing? Shot put ball. A ball used for playing shot put. You feel like you should hold onto this and make good use of it. To sell such beautiful old-school sports equipment would be a scene. Oh, okay, so this is the items that we can get money for. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I have a feeling, guys, that we will not be looking at the dead body tonight. Well, for you it might be a day or whatever, but for me it's getting late. So maybe we'll just finish this area off. Mainframe. This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer. Kim Katsuragi. A radio computer, says the lieutenant watching you circle around the machine. Just sitting here without anyone inside. He sounds surprised and a bit cautious. Do you think I should turn it on? We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it. Let's try to turn it on. The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing virescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch in the machine's central compartment is wide open. Okay. Look inside the compartment. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. Interfacing. Trivial success. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment. Let's try it. Insert the production schedule. Okay. Oh, we leveled up. Woo! Like a smooth drawer, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. Press play. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter? Half-light. Oh no, it was already glowing and now it's also making a sound? It's probably some alien zeolite technology. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hole, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air. East Insulindian Repeater Station. Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on Rue de Saint-Ghislain. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat, is this the production schedule? Huh. What are you, a machine? Or are you alive? Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne. Now, please repeat, is this the production schedule? The lieutenant whispers into your ear. She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid. Yvonne, my partner tells me that you're here because radio computer guys are all paranoid. They are merely cautious, says the old lady. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulindian Station. Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am? I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, some static. Then I'm sitting in my cubicle surrounded by a wall of radios. Shivers. On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark. Doesn't it get lonely sitting there all by herself? Doesn't it get lonely doing this job? Lonely? For the first time you hear the chuckle through the rustle of static. Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day. Empathy, that's why she does this. Now, please tell me the reason for your call, Fortress Accident. Why did you call me Fortress Accident? Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you're currently using has been registered to. Do you have any other information about this company? One moment. You hear her flip through a catalog before she reads out with studious care. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says. And what's this interactive call-in radio game? The static draws her response. Any other questions? You hear her ask when the connection finally improves. What's that production schedule? The filament you have inserted into the reader. You mean that glowing thing I put inside? Yes. Is that the production schedule? Yes. Good. Please repeat the password. You should ask her for a hint, maybe. I kind of want to tell her that I'm with the police. This is the police. Please open this thing. The voice recites, I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder fortress accident without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament. I am afraid we're not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month. Now, can you please repeat the password? The voice in the machine asks again. She sounds cold in the damp air. Password. I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint? No. Is it my birthday? Still no. I don't know the password. Received. I will register this login attempt. Half-Life. That sounds bad. A login attempt? Something a criminal would do. Reaction speed. Don't worry, passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later. Fortress accident, is there anything else I can do for you? That's all for now. Press off, silent. Thank you, and goodbye. The old lady's voice disappears along with the static. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Virescent plain print keys shine on the keyboard. What if we print? Nothing happens. Print! Nothing happens. Okay. We don't need to remove it, right? We can just leave it. Leave it for now. Let's... Frequency fireplace. This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. Inland Empire. A diagram for summoning sometime forgotten being? These symbols seem very esoteric. What am I looking at? Frequency fireplace. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7 and 123.9. Some written notes too, sparse and cryptic. Radio frequencies for what? Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system, split into veins and capillaries, very advanced. This must be an elaborate piece of art. Ah. Of course, narrow your eyes, the anatomy of the curse. That actually just looks like somebody was trying to do some maths. We're dealing with something medical? You think so? The web has compromised the radio stations, all lead back to one red heart titled The Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program. Wait. Who's the game master? Someone very important. Authority. The leader of the massive on-air game built by these people. If it's a game, then who's playing? Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. Empathy. All of this gone, left unrealized. Kim. My god. The lieutenant leans closer, his finger tracking the maddening rhythm. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. I lost his accent. Why do you say that? The schedule. He nods at the calendar on the chalkboard, wiping his marker-stained fingers clean. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding. What else? Squint at the lines. Nothing. It's just lines on a marble, an echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages. Okay. There is something here. There is a door also scribbled across a notebook. Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. I can talk to Kim.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Just a failed business. Well, it could be a counterintelligence program, I guess. But honestly sounds like a failed business. But ask this. Looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. No, that's not it, I think. The lieutenant takes a step back, steepling his hands. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers. Spit the corpse. Utter madness, he thinks as a compliment. Has anyone ever done this before? Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an intersolary game before. We just don't have that technology. How are they planning to do this? Through call-in stations, he nods at the fireplace. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there is the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts. Electrochemistry. His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked. And this was a role-playing game? Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. He points to the chalkboard. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the Viral board game, with heat death thrown in. Oh, my stomach is grumbling. Whatever that word is when you're hungry. It's time to eat. What do you think happened to the company? No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Wow. Indeed. It's ambitious and untethered from reality, but the lieutenant tilts his head thinking. The curse got them, I see no other explanation. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it. Finish what? Like finish the game? He wants to finish the game? How would you finish the game with no knowledge of the game? A half smile breaks out on his face, on Kim's face. It's too late for that, I'm afraid, he says, looking around the derelict room. The pipes howl and a red crosses the floor. Okay, he concludes. Let's keep moving. Okay, so we can go there. I thought there was something else here, maybe not. So we just need a password to this room. Oh, sorry, a password to unlock the computer. We can still go upstairs. Damn, this place is bigger than I thought. Okay, let's see what's here. Looks like a completely different area. Okay, so again, we didn't get to the dead body, but this is a really cool area to investigate. Like, I didn't expect this to be such a big deal. I didn't know what was going to happen when we walked into that bookstore. I thought that, you know, it's just going to be like a store similar to the other one from the previous episode, where it's just you take a look at a couple of things. But this is much more intriguing, and now I'm wondering what we're going to find out when we find the password, and if we can actually find the password. It's yeah, it's quite cool. And the idea of actually I guess playing games using radio stations is quite interesting as well. And it's just quite cool to see like all the little notes about production, because like it hits close to the home. Is that the saying? Yeah, but I guess we will have to leave this episode here. It's coming close to 2 hours now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned because we have a lot of things to explore. LG Liquid out. See ya.